This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
And I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. New details Wednesday in the Alicia Navarro case. After 4 years apart, Alicia and her mother have now been reunited. That reunion happening months after she resurfaced up at a Montana police station and years after she disappeared from her Glendale home. Alicia and her mother meeting up in Montana over the weekend. Her mother posting on Facebook that her family is complete now. No one is facing any criminal charges for her disappearance for now, but the man who Alicia had been living with has been arrested on separate child sex abuse charges. The Phoenix City Council approving a $5.5 million settlement with the family of Ali Osman. 2 officers shot and killed the 34-year-old last year within seconds of getting out of their patrol cars. Our ABC15 investigators covered this story extensively. Osman was throwing rocks at the officers. Neither officer was charged. Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell says she did not think her office could secure a conviction. Tonight at 10, we'll hear from Osman's family. New allegations against Arizona Cardinals owner Michael Bidwill brought to light in an ESPN report focused on workplace culture. This comes after a former Cardinals executive filed a complaint with the NFL years ago. An emerging theme in ESPN's reporting, some female employees weren't allowed to be in some of the same spaces as male employees, including being banned from using certain stairwells. The report also details several accounts of Bidwill berating and yelling at employees. We spoke with one ESPN reporter covering this. She says since the allegations first surfaced, the team hired a new HR head in 2021 who's made changes.
They have clarified, that was a word that the team used a lot. They have clarified that women can be in the same spaces as men. They have begun to do leadership training for Michael Bidwill, the owner, along with the executive staff.
We reached out to the Cardinals, but have not yet heard back. The NFL issued a statement saying, in part, Bidwill has listened to the feedback and has implemented changes, resulting in a positive and inclusive environment. In the state of education, as school districts strive to help students pass their state assessments and meet academic goals, one district in the West Valley saw the biggest improvement of all. ABC15 crunching the numbers, showing the Buckeye Union High School District saw a 13% increase in English language arts scores in the latest spring assessments, and its math scores went up 9%.
So you got to celebrate those things that you did well. But then we have to take a look, and because of the way that this system works, you got to look at this year's juniors. You got to know where your juniors are, and now we know what work we have in front of us to hopefully give them the same success that we did with last year's juniors.
Yeah, the increase is a great sign, but we should note the district's overall math numbers are still only reaching state average territory, and they're slightly below average for English language arts. Another downfall of our record hot summer, tree disease is spreading throughout the valley, one backyard at a time, and it's taking out tree after tree. It's called sooty canker tree disease. It's an airborne fungus that can infect a variety of trees and cause them to die. It generally enters from a wound or exposure on the tree, but can also attack a tree that's stressed due to temperature.
Generally is that it will create paper thin bark, like you could literally, as you wipe off the bark, it comes off with your finger, and generally you'll see a very dark black, almost charcoal like soot underneath it.
Yeah, worst of all, experts say if a tree gets infected, most have to be removed. The midterm elections are less than a week away. Flagstaff voters will decide if Northern Arizona Healthcare will be able to move forward with plans to build a new hospital. At this point, it's too late to mail your ballot back, but there are drop boxes available through next Tuesday. Free 3D mammogram screenings are available tomorrow at Phoenix Raceway. Breast Believe and the Larry Fitzgerald Foundation teaming up for the event. It's happening from 8 to 5. To qualify, you do have to be at least 35 years old. No insurance or referral is needed. You can schedule an appointment by going to the Phoenix Raceway website. Walk-ups are welcome after 4 p.m.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. We've got a sunny and beautiful day on tap tomorrow. Lighter winds across the valley and across the entire state as well. Dropping into the 50s early tomorrow morning with Phoenix at 57 degrees at 6 a.m. Mid 60s at 9, upper 70s for lunchtime, and mid 80s in our afternoon forecast. High pressure working to warm things up over the next few days. We got a little area of low pressure we'll be watching down to our south as well, but this is not going to make that much of an impact on our forecast. Another low pressure system, though, digging down through the Pacific Northwest and passing to our north will help temperatures drop a little bit toward the middle of next week. So as we look at your 7-day forecast, a little bit of a warm up into the weekend, 87 on Friday and Saturday, 88 on Sunday and Monday. Overnight lows generally in the 50s, but warming to near 60 degrees by Monday morning. Then as that storm system passes to our north, we're back down into the mid 80s by Wednesday.